Hey, Design Her Travel Tribe. I've got a quick favor to ask before we get started with today's episode. If you enjoy the podcast, if you wouldn't mind to head over to your favorite podcast platform and leave a rating and review. It really helps more listeners like you find the show and spreads a little love along the way. So head on over, just leave a rating and review, and let's get started with today's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Design Her Travel podcast. I'm your host, Kim Anderson. As an avid traveler, global nomad, and someone who considers themselves a citizen of the world, I want to say welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. My hope in creating this podcast is to inspire you to take the leap of faith and to design the life of your dreams. For me, that includes connecting with like-minded individuals and creating a community of souls living their best lives out, in, and around the world. Each week, you'll hear stories and conversations from fellow travelers who have figured out how to incorporate travel as a key component in their daily lives. Their stories are beautiful and inspiring, just like you. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. So let's do this. Here we go. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to today's episode of the Design Her Travel podcast. I'm your host, Kim Anderson. Here at Design Her Travel lately, we have been having some amazing conversations about everything happening in the sky. We've talked about everything from astronomy and astrocartography to astrology and the rise of astrotourism. If you haven't yet, definitely check out my conversations with KJ Atlas and Stephanie Vermillion. KJ's episode is number 170 and Stephanie's is number 172. Both of these phenomenal women are absolute masters in their fields, and trust me, you will learn so much. I know I did. I still think about my conversations with them. You can find their episodes by clicking the link in the show note or searching by their episode number, and they'll pop right up. If you know me by now, you'll know that one of my favorite things to do is admire the night sky. When I first moved to Hawaii after university and I saw the moonrise for the first time over the eastern horizon, I was mind blown. Even though I grew up in the country as a kid and spent lots of time outdoors, I didn't know that you could witness the moonrise just like you could the sunrise. When I learned the moonrises in the same cycles, I was hooked. One of my favorite things to do was watch the moonrise and the sunrise as much as I possibly could. My top memory of being in Costa Rica is standing on the beach at night and feeling like I was literally standing in the middle of the Milky Way. The stars went all the way down to the horizon. I could see all of the colors of the Milky Way. I stood there mesmerized forever and couldn't believe that this exists in the world. But the truth is that only about 20% of the world's population at this point in time can still experience a truly dark sky. 20%. That's wild. Until recently, I didn't know about the International Dark Sky Association, but now that I do, I am obsessed. So today's episode is all about what the International Dark Sky Association, or the IDA, is doing to protect the night sky, how they're helping communities around the world, and why it matters for you. So what exactly is the Dark Skies program? At its core, it's an initiative to protect our view of the night sky. The IDA works to reduce light pollution by advocating for responsible outdoor lighting and encouraging places to preserve their natural nightscape. So we're talking about more than just turning off streetlights. It's about creating sustainable lighting systems that don't hurt wildlife, our health, or our view of the stars. The IDA also works with cities, parks, and businesses to get them certified as dark sky places, which are areas that commit to protecting their dark skies and educating the public about the importance of a natural night sky. So, now that you know what the dark sky program is, let's talk about how places actually get certified, because it is no easy feat. It's a long and detailed process that can actually take years and years. And here's how it works and why it's such a big deal. If someone's interested in working towards a dark sky certification, they start with a light pollution assessment. They use special tools to measure the brightness of the sky. They basically want to know how much artificial light is spilling over and interfering with the stars. Once they know what the light pollution is, then they create a lighting management plan. This can mean anything from changing the way outdoor lights are set up, like using lower lighting or implementing red light at night as opposed to fluorescent lighting. Lighting also has to be energy efficient. It's all about minimizing the impact on the night sky while keeping things safe and functional for the community. When a community is interested, everyone has to get on board and be behind it. Local businesses, government officials, and residents all have to be committed to keeping the skies dark. So that means you can't have one rogue individual in the neighborhood that just blasts their floodlights on at night. It is an entire community mandated initiative. The other part of getting certified is that there is ongoing education and engagement within these certified parks or communities. Once a place is certified, it has to keep educating visitors and locals about the importance of the night sky. So this is where the stargazing events or workshops or other activities are that raise awareness. It's not just about protecting the night skies. It's also about educating the people and sharing the magic of that as well. And the final piece is to monitor and maintain this on a continuous basis. Dark sky certified locations are regularly monitored to make sure that light pollution stays low and that the commitment to reducing it is still there. It's a long-term dedication to preserving something that's slowly disappearing. If you're interested in exploring a dark sky certified location, there are over 200 around the world, and you can find those on the Dark Sky website, which is darksky.org. Getting certified as a dark sky location is a really big deal. It's a community effort, it takes time, and it's about preserving the night sky for the long term. The largest dark sky location is in the South Island of New Zealand, or one of the largest dark sky locations, the Aoraki Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve, which is comprised of Aoraki, Mount Cook National Park, and the Mackenzie Basin. They started implementing lighting controls in the 1980s, and they got designated as a night sky reserve in 2012. So like I said, long-term commitment. They're in it for the long game. So we've talked about the Dark Skies program. We've talked about the certification process. Now let's talk about how you can contribute to the Dark Skies initiative. The first one is consider visiting one of these dark sky places. Spending a night under the stars in one of these locations is incredible. So check out the IDA's list of certified places. It's a great resource. You can find some magical spots, and you just might be surprised on where some of these locations are. When traveling, you can choose to stay at Dark Sky certified accommodations. Many of these locations have eco-friendly hotels or lodges or even campsites that are committed to minimizing the light pollution. So staying at these accommodations directly supports the efforts to protect the night sky. It's something that I love about traveling responsibly and committing to sustainable travel. Participating or choosing to stay in locations that are committed to the environment are just one small way that we can support the local economy and contribute to sustainable travel. A fun way to get involved is to volunteer at some of these dark sky events. As I talked about, the certification process includes ongoing education for the visitors of the dark sky places. So all of these locations host events that raise awareness about light pollution and celebrate the stars, which is what we're there for. So volunteering at these events helps spread the word and is a fun way to give back while traveling. Many locations host a dark sky week, which is an event that takes place annually, and it raises awareness about the light pollution, and volunteers get to help with stargazing events, workshops, and different educational talks. So there is something for everyone. Another way to support the Dark Skies program is to stay in Dark Skies communities. Spending your money at businesses that are committed to this initiative helps support the local economy, and it encourages other businesses to follow suit. So by staying in these accommodations or volunteering at events or supporting local businesses, you're directly contributing to preserving the night sky. Plus, it's a great way to travel responsibly and connect with the natural world in a meaningful way. So I'm curious, did you know about the Dark Skies program? Have you participated in any of their events or stayed in any of the accommodations? Let me know. You can send me a DM on Instagram at designhertravel. What I love about this is whether you're traveling or stargazing in your own backyard, we all can do our part to make sure that future generations get to have the opportunity to admire this amazing natural world that we live in. And I think it's a fun way to give back when we travel. Here's to wishing on that next falling star. Until next time, my friends. Thank you so much for showing up and listening to this episode. I know that there are so many things in life that you could be doing right now. And so it means a lot to me that you're here. There are so many more episodes coming your way. So if you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to review and follow us on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you know someone who might like to hear it, please share. Those little acts of kindness mean a lot and help more than you know. I appreciate your time and getting the opportunity to share this moment. I'd love to hear more from you. I'd love to connect, so reach out on social. You can find me on Instagram at seafaringwanderer. That's SeafaringWanderer. And then you can join our Facebook group at Design Her Travel Podcast. I would love to connect, hear more from you. Let me know what you'd like to hear more of, places you'd like to hear about, and things you'd like to know how to do when designing your life. So thank you, everyone, and I'll be back soon.